everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. Hunter McCullough. I'm Ryan Half. Appreciate you rounding out our week with us. I believe it'll just be Hunter coming up on Monday as we chat with a number of our Northern News Now co-workers. So I appreciate you covering me even more here on this show.
Look, what are you here for 2 days or something? What kind of vacation plan
I don't work here anymore, I guess.
And then I'm going on vacation a little bit next week too. So then you come back, and I don't know what you're going to be doing yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I guess we will. Man. Yeah, it's all mysterious.
Exactly. It's the summer though. Everyone's taking days off. It's too nice outside to be at work, so you got to take days off every once in a while in the summer.
Enjoy it. Enjoy that heat.
Yeah. Then Shania, I think, is off next Friday. There's all sorts of stuff going on.
Show's crumbling.
Yes, yeah, right. Honestly, it's going by the wayside. But coming up on today's show, while we still have a show, there's a chance to swim with wildlife at the Mall of America. Meanwhile, there's a new roadway that certainly had a lot of promise, but is catching quite the headache for nearby residents out there. So that'll be an interesting story, of course. Love the music. Music's always fun, right?
Music's always great.
Yes.
Yeah, but especially when you're driving on this musical roadway, it sounds like a good thing, but you hear why maybe not so for the neighbors in that area. Well, it's always wild to turn my phone on again after emerging from the Boundary Waters and see everything I missed with no service. But the first thing I see on Facebook is a photo from Hunter's professional account. And Hunter, it appears as though, while I might have a future in living off the land in the Boundary Waters, you might have a future as a cowboy. I wanted you to explain this photo outside of Texas Roadhouse the other night.
It almost looks AI, but I promise it's a real photo right there in front of Texas Roadhouse. So Kayla's been reading Lonesome Dove, which, by the way, she says is probably her favorite book now of all time.
Lonesome Dove?
Yes, okay. Lonesome Dove. It's a series from like the 70s or 80s or something like that. Then they turned it into a movie. Robert Duvall, Tommy Lee Jones, all sorts of people. It's all about these people in the West, Old West, moving a bunch of cattle over to Montana.
Is this part of that Yellowstone series?
It's something like that. It's a little bit like that. But yeah, so now I don't read much. So I'm watching the series with her, which is also from back in the 80s. And man, is it so good. It is so good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's worth going back and watching for sure. There's a couple, like the special effects, I would say, aren't quite as good as
not the road I thought you were going to go down.
No. As far as I go, as I know, everything's good to go. But yeah, it's a fantastic series. So we're like, we want to be cowboys and cowgirls.
Yeah, sure.
So we're going on vacation. We went to Boot Barn and we bought a couple of things. I bought a little cowboyette. She's got her boots, and we're gonna have a couple cowboy days out in the old western portions of Trigo, Wisconsin. The Wild West out there, folks.
Is that Western Wisconsin?
It is Western Wisconsin.
Well, it's the Wild West.
That's the Wild West.
Yeah.
So there you go, folks. Yeehaw and a mighty howdy doody to all you folks.
Yeah, the hat looks nice though.
Thank you.
It looks good.
I don't look good in hats, and I think that hat looks pretty darn okay on me.
I think you should wear it when you come back.
I should have been a cowboy.
Well, good song by the way.
It is a really good song.
Yeah, but you can when you're sharing all your photos, you wear the hat here in studio.
Yep.
That'll be a lot of fun. Also, while I was away, I saw our coworkers doing some great work for our Northland wildlife. A big shout out to our reporter Kyrie and our photographer Robert, because while they were covering a story by the Superior Refinery, I believe, they noticed 8 baby ducklings had fallen into a storm drain here, and the neighbors grabbed crowbars, tried to pry open that drain, and Kyrie immediately hopped in to rescue 7 of the little ducklings, while Robert here rescued the 8th. And the most impressive part, apparently Kyrie has a fear of birds, apparently. So she conquered that in the process.
That's amazing. Yeah, by the way, that's not in the job description at Northern News Now, but they did it anyway, and that's the sweetest thing. Saving a bunch of wildlife. Look at Kyrie getting down there. She's afraid of birds. Doesn't look like it to me in that footage. That's awesome.
I'd be afraid of drains. I think that'd be my that'd be my number one fear. I do like on resumes, for the most part, it usually says something about lifting 50 pounds. So I'm sure that was probably on our gray media resume, or the job application.
Luckily, those chicks aren't more than probably 2 pounds, hopefully. The great might be a little heavy, but yeah.
Oh, man. Yep. But good on you, too. That's awesome to see. So let's talk about some health news. When you visit your doctor, do you ever fully understand everything that they tell you to do when it comes to healing? No. I don't think I do either. But a new survey by Northwestern University found that 1 in 3 Americans cannot recall the details from their doctor's visits, and they also don't understand their medical forms or can't read their prescriptions instructions correctly. The study's author suggests simplifying medical advice and those prescription instructions can certainly help patients improve their own health literacy.
Also, are we just like getting dumber? I feel like we're slowly getting a little bit dumber as time goes on. I don't know for sure, but I just feel like that's the trend that we're going. So maybe, simpling the jargon a little bit might help a little bit with everybody.
I think when it says take the milligrams of these pills, it's like, I'm not going to focus on the milligrams, I'm going to focus on the number of pills. My problem would be, it says take it every 4 to 6 hours, and then doing that math in my head to go, okay, when do I take the first one? Oh wait, when did I take the first one again?
Yeah, forgetting when you took the first one. So you got to write it it down or
Yeah.
something. Isn't there an app for that or something?
Yeah. Do I got to
don't
split
know.
up this one now because I think I took it 2 hours ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then your body's just going through all sorts of kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, trying to heal, trying to heal. Well, hey, for breakfast fans out there, there's a new product. It's called Man Cereal. Certainly getting a lot of attention online. As you can tell, great creative advertising here on the box as well. The high-protein cereal marketed specifically to men, including added creatine, a supplement often used for muscle growth and recovery. But it is the branding that's sparking debate with flavors and advertising that play up the masculine stereotypes. Supporters call it a fun marketing gimmick, while critics say breakfast food does not need to have a gender.
Our women still can eat the cereal.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
If they want.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
like gonna,
But even as a guy, I don't think I want to have Man cereal. I want to have like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes, yes. Give me my honey bunches of oats or something like that.
You know what actually make me buy it more is if the box just said cereal.
Yes.
You know, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's what I'm gonna have.
Just
or if
a-
like bagels at the store just said like bagel.
Yeah, and how about you put a prize in the box or something like that?
Yes.
I don't know. Yes,
That's
something,
what guys want. We
Yes,
want the prize.
We love the prizes. A little dumbbell or something
We want
like
the
that.
old CD in the
Yeah,
box, the
yes.
Shrek DVD. That's what we want.
That's perfect.
That's all we need. Well, hey, big news across the street. Red Lobster running an interesting contest as its endless shrimp promotion winds down. For one winner, it could go on for 25 years. The chain is giving away a steel card that grants its holder a free endless shrimp meal once a month for 25 years. But not only that, they say they'll get you a biometric safe and a year of jiu-jitsu classes. And if you don't want those two things, you'll get 15 grand in cash. You can find that info on their social media.
Why the year of jiu-jitsu classes?
To
What?
be able to protect your card that you're going to be holding.
Naturally, you're going to
course.
need that stuff.
Of course. Well, hey, coming up, is it getting windier in the state of Minnesota? We'll get you some answers next year on Northern Lights. Welcome back, everybody. Let's talk to this weather guy about another weather-related topic. Hey, if it feels like Minnesota has been extra windy lately, you are not imagining things. Meteorologist Paul Douglas spoke with the Minnesota Star Tribune, saying the Twin Cities has already seen more than 60 days this year with wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. And some of that increase may be due to new, more sensitive weather instruments that catch those stronger gusts. However, research also shows a real uptick in wind speeds across the upper Midwest since about 2010. So, yes, it has been windier out there, and the debate is just how much of it is Mother Nature and how much of it is better technology that's actually capturing it.
Definitely the technology would have a say in that, but also temperatures warming, having a bigger temperature disparity between the warmest warms and the coldest colds will definitely cause that big kind of windy kind of day. But and then I'll get questions all the time, like it seems like it's windier in fall and spring than it is in summer and winter, which is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Because again, those big temperature differences that you have down at the equator versus the poles. So there you go. Kind of
Wow.
crazy around these parts.
The more you know, as a
Yes.
golfer, I feel like every day is a windy day. It's like, how can it still be so windy out
Oh,
there?
when's your next hole in one?
I don't know. It's not going to be anytime soon.
Hopefully on a non-windy day.
I got to
That's the goal.
focus, make sure I'm healthy and my ankle heals up for Grandma's
Aw,
marathon. So
you got 1
yeah.
week. Let's do
I
it.
got to focus on that.
Oh, I'm excited. With the 100th birthday of Route 66, an interactive musical rumble strip is causing some headaches for locals.
And let's just say some people in the area aren't entirely tuned into that idea. Francis Watson bringing us that story.
Well, I'm a musician, and so I kind of like any idea of music. I like all the traditional Route 66, Chuck Berry style stuff.
David Smith says he was excited when Visit Springfield installed rumble strips on St. Louis Street to celebrate the 100th birthday of Route 66. Created by Chris Hill and Peter Thompson, the interactive exhibit comes alive when vehicles traveling along the road hit the bumps, and out comes America the Beautiful.
There are exactly 2,309 strips. It covers 855 feet. And if you drive at the intended 30 miles an hour, it will take you 19.45 seconds to complete the tune.
But David says the musical road has worn out its welcome.
You know, you hear that all day.
David and many of his neighbors say the noise produced by the rumble strips have been disrupting their daily lives.
But it's been really hard. It seems really weird. It seems almost like I don't know even how to describe it. Like just chaos.
He says in addition to the sound becoming a nuisance, the road itself has become dangerous.
We also take walks up there, and so it's weird when you're walking down the sidewalk with a kid and somebody swerves toward the sidewalk to try to hit the rumble strips. It was just a really bad idea.
It's why some living on East Olive Street, one block over from the art installation, want to see it go.
This is a residential neighborhood. We like to feed the birds and listen to the bird songs during the day rather than extra traffic noise.
Hunter, thoughts on the musical Rumble Strip?
I get the locals' point, but is that not the coolest thing on the planet? That is so cool. As a music nerd, that's awesome.
It is cool, the engineering behind it, but our director Shania was saying, why not just put it in the middle of nowhere?
Yes. Yeah, why does it have to be in a residential area?
Yeah. So as you saw there, a lot of folks, a lot of businesses and homes pretty close to that Rumble Strip.
Yes, and I think you and me both get songs stuck in our head really easily. I would have that song stuck in my head all day, every day. So maybe that isn't the best idea.
I don't want to make any predictions for the folks of Springfield, Missouri, but I'm sure someone might find a pickaxe. And, I'm just saying, I don't know.
Making tar in their home and pouring it in the Rumble Strips.
That would be my assumption as to what may happen in the future.
Honestly,
not that I'm promoting that.
No.
Do not do that.
Don't vandalize.
That is vandalism. Don't do that. We don't do that here. Let's get to some controversial world news. Umbrellas no longer allowed at one of the world's most beautiful beaches. Officials managing a beach in Italy have banned umbrellas except for use of the people under the age of 10 or over the age of 65. The ban also includes gazebos, tents, or other shade systems. Now, the move is proving unpopular with those beachgoers, but officials say they had to ban umbrellas for safety, and this isn't the only controversial move officials have made. They have also banned the removal of sand at that beach, which is punishable, by the way, of $3,500 in fines.
Whoa.
And in some areas, you have to use straw mats and not towels to reduce accidentally taking sand from the beach.
Now, just bringing up a point here. Aren't the under 10-year-olds the people that we probably shouldn't be giving umbrellas to? They're stabbing people. They're trying to, I don't know, they're playing swords with it or something. Maybe that's not the best idea.
It sounds like the reason they had it for safety was because, or the reason they want this for safety is because there was a fire on the beach and they couldn't access the fire due to the amount of umbrellas, so they couldn't navigate that system.
Well, then have like a limit or something on the number of umbrellas. I don't know. Take a number. You got number 35. Only 80 umbrellas allowed on the beach.
I guess the other thing too would be like if you're just hanging out on the beach and all these, I don't know, the authorities come to you and say like, hey, you're gonna have to show me some ID. I got to prove that you're over the age of 65 in order to make sure that you can keep an umbrella.
It's the new Perkins 55 Plus menu. I do get an umbrella. That's awesome.
So glad that it's not happening on Park Point Beach. So if you have an umbrella, I believe I should look at Duluth law more often. I think you're allowed to have an umbrella no matter what your age may be.
Maybe our future's an umbrella-less future. So gear up, folks. Hold on to something.
Grab the sunscreen. Well, hey, coming up, good news for those who enjoy the outdoors. We are coming back in just a few.
Welcome back, folks. Mosquitoes are off to a slow start across Minnesota this summer. Not if you ask Ryan, though. Boundary waters?
Not at the border.
Oh, no.
Not at the border.
Everywhere else, though, definitely. Dry conditions, a low snowpack, and little spring flooding have kept mosquito numbers well below normal. However, the Metropolitan Mosquito Control District says trap counts are running about 15 times lower than the 10-year average. Experts say some species are still active, but the floodwater mosquitoes that usually drive summer swarms haven't yet had the wet conditions needed to hatch. However, a few weeks of rain could quickly bring them back here. Right?
Man, the rain we got the other night, I tell you, mosquitoes probably love that.
But mosquitoes left and right. You were saying, I don't know if you said this on air yesterday, but the larva thing that you were talking about?
Yeah, oh yeah. So we were on Clearwater Lake, and there was some orangey, almost like yellow-like bubbling that was in the harbor before we portaged over. And my friend John, I believe it was correct. He said that's mosquito larvae getting ready to hatch. And so a lot of mosquitoes were looking forward to that rain.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I bet we see an uptick in the next couple of weeks of all these mosquitoes. So look out for that, folks. Be ready.
Yeah, delicious. Well, hey, to our south, you don't have to leave Minnesota to come face to face with sharks and tropical fish. There is one popular attraction at the Mall of America that's bringing back an experience that lets you get up close with marine life.
That's right. Derek James takes the plunge.
At Mall of America, you can trade your shopping bags for snorkeling gear because Sea Life is bringing back one of its most unique experiences. The snorkeling program returns after a several-year hiatus.
You get 20 minutes with a snorkel diving pro in the water in one of our tanks. And you also get a tour of behind the scenes where we feed our animals, how we care for our animals. So it's about an hour-and-a-half experience.
It puts you directly inside Rainbow Reef, a 78,000-gallon tropical habitat filled with hundreds of marine animals.
You'll see some bamboo sharks, you'll see our zebra shark, tons of fish, a puffer fish named Cho-Cho. Our zebra shark is named Marty. Marty might bump into you, so I'm just gonna warn you, but he's harmless.
Do you get a lot of first-timers?
A lot of first-timers here. Actually, it's a first time for me, Derek, so.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Are you nervous?
A little bit. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
We're
fun.
both gonna look super graceful.
You're gonna look amazing.
Famous last words. Before anyone takes the plunge, there's a detailed safety briefing.
This is my question to you. Are you okay? And then your response is, I am okay.
Once in the water, you feel the initial rush as you start to explore the colorful fish, coral, and even a few sharks. That's quickly followed by the relaxation and sense of peace as you observe the sea life. Sure enough, Marty the zebra shark made his rounds. He's visually impaired. Other animals in the tanks at Sea Life are rescued or endangered.
We also want to represent some of our endangered animals that we have here. We want to educate people about the necessity for the care and the amazing impacts that we can have on endangered animals.
Creating excitement for their conservation by bringing the ocean home.
It gives people an opportunity who may have not the means or the mode to get to an exotic place to do snorkeling. You can do it right here in Minnesota.
At Sea Life at Mall of America, Derek James, WCCO News.
Hunter, you hopping in?
I might, honestly. That sounds like an absolute blast. Did we ever do that here at the old Duluth Aquarium? I know I've seen the divers go down, but I don't think that the public is allowed to really do that, right?
I don't think so. I did.
You did?
No, sorry. I did see. I was at Bass Pro Shops and someone was cleaning their tank
That's
in
cool.
full scuba gear.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive.
That'd be fun. And you swam with the sturgeons, remember? At the
I
old-
did.
Yeah,
I fed
that's
them.
a ton of fun.
Yeah, they were hungry. We'll share a warning, which may seem straightforward when we return.
Listen, when we see you after the show on Northern News on the train
you hear
horn,
that?
I don't know if you can hear that, but the second we started, just the loudest train horn on the planet. So there you go. We're close to the trains. When we see you after the show on NorthernNewsNow.com, you have to join us for an incredible rescue, and maybe we'll get hit by a train or something. I don't know, but
Thomas is in town.
right? Who knew? I had no idea. An incredible rescue for a dog out on the water. Plus, Coors Light wants to make sure you don't run out of beer while watching the World Cup. I think we're going to have a train barrel down on
I
us
think
here,
the
Ryan.
train might enter the station. It's going to hop the
Yes.
road over here and end up at Northern News Now. So that is the loudest train horn I think I've ever heard in the studio.
Yeah, and what, is he going to ring it 20 times? Like, well, how many times do you have to ring the train horn?
We've been back from break for 45 seconds, and I think it's been about that long.
Yes!
Yeah,
Settle
yeah.
down there, train.
Well, hey, see us on NorthernNewsNow.com. Click on the Northern Live tab. Before we go, it's going to be a riveting 4th of July this year with the 250th anniversary of our great nation. But as fireworks season heats up, safety officials want to make sure you don't hop on a dangerous trend. Authorities in Ohio do want to remind you, do not create your own homemade fireworks. Fire marshals are reminding people that making your own fireworks is illegal, and sadly, it can be deadly.
I didn't know that was a thing. You can make your own fireworks at home? What?
Little dynamite.
Don't do that, folks.
Don't do that.
No, not a smart idea. Thanks for joining us. We love you.
We certainly do. Don't do vandalism either. We'll catch you later.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.